there, it's Machi, and welcome to the Love Freely Tribe. So, just real fast, I am sleepy, so again, talking a little quiet. It is 1 in the morning, and my cat is sitting in sleeping, laying in my chair, so I have no chair, so I am actually kneeling on the ground because I still want access to my desk here because that's where I feel most comfortable and most focused. Plus, it gives me the easiest access to your spread here. Water signs, hello. I should have formally addressed you. How are you today? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sorry, brain fart. Anyway, yeah. So I just want to say that, but I'm at a point where I'm tired of procrastinating. This spread was for the Lions Gate, and now here we are closer to the new moon than we are to the Lions Gate. It's August 14th, technically 15th, because it's past midnight, but, again, we can talk about time some other time, but, messages are made available to you, or are brought to you, or are made, they appear to you, or they come to you when you most need them, and it doesn't matter if you're watching this 10 years from now. If it's resonating with you and it's for you and you feel like you're watching this for a reason, no matter what day it is, you are. So just trust in that. Goodness gracious, I'm telling you, I am just a little out of alignment today, not gonna lie, guys. Probably just because of being sleepy. But yeah, I just don't want to procrastinate anymore. I've been going through my own stuff. I've been ascending in my own way, dealing with a lot of shadow work. I'm talking like so much shadow work. And I actually have a lot of water in my chart. So this spread, does something for me as well. So to give a little more what's the word? Preface, whatever. Something a little bit to, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Just something to let you know, I guess, before I get started. If you didn't watch the initial video, which was just like my Lionsgate, just general video where I was just talking about things I was going through and doing these readings, and I have the links under there. If you watch that, then you can just skip this part. There's timestamps in the description of this video, or there should be. If not, then just keep clicking until you see some cards pop up. But anyway, I'm new to reading tarot. I'm using a homemade deck, first of all, which I love. But it's a playing card deck, so it takes my brain a little bit longer to kind of pick up on the visuals, just because I'm learning what tarot cards, I'm learning how to interpret tarot cards in general, but also I'm learning them in front of me off of playing cards, so it's like double whammy. I get a little confused at first, so just so you are aware, and so I'm transparent with you, I do have notes, okay? So what I did with yours and the air signs is I kind of off camera viewed the spread, took a minute to study it, and then turned the camera on, and then I'm walking through it with my notes and channeling as I go for any additional things that are coming through from my guides. And yeah, so I had a piece of paper for the air signs. For you guys, I have the phone. And so if you see me just looking about, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading my notes because ain't no shame here. We're learning and we love this. We're passionate about this. So, and we feel strongly about these messages that are here for you, water signs. So, this is the early stages of Love Freely Tribe. Baby, I love it. I love it. Okay. Very sleepy. So we're gonna get through this. I feel energized, but it's just like my eyes feel sleepy, and like kneeling as I am is not exactly the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's all good. The cat comes first. The cat, his name's E.T. E.T. had the chair first, so can't argue with that. Anyway, also he's a little grumpy. So he's not one of those cats that you could just like move, be like, hey, can I sit here please? And they're like, okay. He'd be like, the fuck? So Leo King over here, okay? Leo King. Alright. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. First of all, your crystal. Intuitively selected blue calcite for you water signs. Is it because it's blue? I don't know. Watery? I don't know. But the thing is, again, let me reach, I forgot this part of my notes. Let me dig deep for a sec. Yeah, blue calcite is not only beautiful. I collected this little piece here when I was really dealing with a lot of anxiety, and I think I'm going to get to know this piece a lot in the next coming weeks probably, so it's just note to self. But anyway, it really helped me when I was going to therapy. It helped me speak clearly without being so frazzled, is the word that I like to use. It also just helps me in social situations if I feel like I'm going to get social anxiety out and about. I actually just used it not too long ago for like a family event. I get really anxious at family events, so I bring this little guy with me when I know I'm going to be in some type of high anxiety situation. It can actually sit as a natural sedative. So again, talk to your healthcare providers about things like this. Don't eat this and don't ingest this or anything like that. Don't replace your medicine that you may be prescribed with this. But yeah, that is a fun fact. Natural sedative could stand as a natural sedative for people who are dealing with some type of post-traumatic anxieties, or just, needing to cope with some trauma. I'm like sitting down. This is like me sitting on my butt, or like sitting on my heels, I guess, because my knees are getting tired. Kneeling on the ground. I might just sit on the ground. We'll see. My voice is really what matters, huh? But anyway, I like that. My voice is what matters. This is for the throat chakra, also, by the way, because it's blue. And it also is really well for communication, like I said, not just communication, but listening. I talk a lot, and so I need a reminder to listen to what people are saying to me, and really hear what they're saying. So it helps me with that. But for you water signs, intuitively selected it for, mainly it's soothing purposes, so maybe a lot of anxiety going around. Like I said, the natural sedative thing is a really nice plus for this to kind of keep near whenever you feel like you're going to have a anxious time doing something, driving, whatever it is. Helps with intuition, so gut feelings and stuff like that. Sometimes we need a little bit of help tapping into that inner guide. Optimism, sometimes we get a little down in the dumps, water signs. Just saying, get a little down in the dumps sometimes. Helps with optimism, helps you see, remember to see, all the glory in the universe, just everything perfect about the universe, and how it's so, just all the good things, seeing it through a positive perspective. Purification of your emotions, releasing negativity and pain, again with the sedative, so releasing emotional pain. And it asks you to rest and recuperate and relax. Y'all need to relax. Too much anxiety. Need to relax. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. And little extra tidbit for this, whoever this may be for. My cat's leaving. E.T. left the chair. Thank you, E.T. Okay. Okay, alright, hold on. Let me rearrange this. I might clip out because it's gonna take me a second. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll see. Just move this. Here. One day I'll have a tripod, some water. Yay! Okay. Sweet. Okay. How are you guys? Okay, back to where we were. Your memory. This can be very helpful for students or anyone just trying to retain information and really lock it in, or just, just helping you focus and remember, because again, with anxiety, being someone who has suffered from anxiety disorder for, basically what I can remember to be my whole life, in a sense, really since, childhood, and then I've gone through periods of suffering with depression and stuff like that too. So in my experience, sometimes it makes it really hard for you to remember stuff throughout the day because your mind is just somewhere else. You know what I mean? And so this can be very helpful. So I'm really feeling connected to this crystal right now. So I might just stick this little guy in my pocket. But yeah, that's y'all's crystal for this reading. Oh Lord. Oh, okay, I thought my cat had an animal. Hey, be nice, please. Alrighty. Oh, feels good, I just want to throw this in there. I know I'm out of whack, out of focus a little bit, but I just feel like I need to talk for a second. Oh my goodness. We got this. Normally, we just have, we have a sliding glass door in our bedroom, and we just normally leave it open. I know it's hot in Florida, but, it really doesn't get that hot in here in the room. Maybe just because we're in a shaded area. And just there's constant flow of natural fresh air, I want to say. And not just that, but when I want to light incense or anything to do with something smoky, as far as my work here goes, and cleansing and rituals and things, I never think twice because the door's always open, so it's always just like a steady circulation of air. It's nothing to be worried about or whatever, as far as the smoke or whatever, especially because I have animals and stuff, and a lot of certain incense and stuff can be harmful to cats. Not that I use those particular ones, but incense in general, please, check with your pets or with your vet before you end up using anything around your pets, just to be sure that they're going to be okay. But yeah, that steady flow of air. Always have windows or door open or whatever whenever you're doing anything that has to do with smoke in your house. First of all, that's just, you gotta know that. Secondly, if you have pets, take them into consideration, because they could react differently to things. But blah 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 blah. Moving on. Anyway, what I'm getting at is not just that, but it's very just cleansing for me in general, just for me as a person to just be always breathing in nice fresh air from outside. And so it's just been different because I've just been breathing in stagnant room from the bedroom that circulates from the living room, and we live with other people, so whatever they're breathing and breathing out is breathing into the vents and breathing back into me, and so I just want to take a moment and be really grateful for right now, because I think that's part of the reason why I've been procrastinating so much. And it's just nice to just crack. Okay, I don't know if I even mentioned this. So we got this thing that, because our bedroom is attached to a catio porch thing, so the cats can go outside without getting outside. And that's part of the reason why we keep open, so they can go in and out. And now we have this new little mechanism thing. It has a little doggy door that they all know how to use, but it allows us to keep the sliding glass door closed, mainly so frogs, I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but frogs just jump in here, and things like that, mainly to keep them from getting in, because we don't want them to die in here, but also mosquitoes and things like that when we're sleeping can be really annoying. Anyway, it's just nice to just pop the door back open again. It's been so long. I just feel fresh already. I just feel fresh. And I thank Spirit for giving me that little intuition in my gut that said, girl, just get up and do it. I've just been procrastinating. Again, I'm partially going to blame it on this new non-fresh air system we've got going on here, because I am a homebody, so I forget to go outside every now and then. And so if I don't get that fresh air, then I'm just slowing down, getting stagnant. Anyway, This is not about me, this is about you, but we're all friends here. It's nice to vent. Maybe should have vented a little bit before recording the video, but it's all good. Anyway, I just feel so grateful right now. I feel so blessed. Everything just feels clear and open. And now I'm sitting at my desk, and it's just the best, and I love it. And I'm rhyming so much. Okay, here we go. Another thing I wanted to point out about the crystal before I start the cards is this stone, this crystal, blue calcite, actually like its number that it's associated with, its number vibration is number 8. So that's pretty cool, right? Because Lionsgate is 8, August 8th, right? And I just think it's very cool. And in your spread here, now we're starting, okay? In your spread here, again, like I said, I've viewed it and I've studied it, and now I'm coming back to you with deets. You have 3 8s in this spread, so you just got a big 8 energy, and 8 is just one of those numbers where it's just so just awesome. Like that, it's just such a like successful number, balanced number, just like, yeah, like you guys are just water signs. I'm almost jealous in a sense, just because of how like strongly that this spread just screams like we are stepping into our boss bitch energy, and I love that. And water signs in general, you guys are hustlers. Like, you guys don't let anything stop you. You guys are straight up CEOs in the world, like in your own life, in your businesses, in whatever. You guys are bosses, and I just love it. Makes my heart just like, I don't know, I'm like feeling your energy, or just I'm excited, or mixture of both, but I just feel like it's just like, yeah. Okay. That might have been a little more Sagittarius than I'd like to admit, but it's all good. Anyway, so starting with what you are to leave behind. With this Lionsgate portal that you've entered on August 8th, and possibly right now. There's late bloomers energy. Are we gonna get into this right now? I'll just say it short. Spirit's like, keep it short. You're gonna feel things when you're ready to feel them. Maybe your Lionsgate portal energy is starting today on August 15th. Okay, let's just understand that. No debates. I'm just kidding. Feel how you want to feel. But the thing is, this is what we're talking about today. Alright, with this Lionsgate portal energy, water signs, gotta just lock it in, Machi, lock it in. You're leaving behind the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Again, I have my notes here. But yeah, so you're leaving behind the 8 of Wands. Alright, so you are like leaving behind any feelings of like not being ready for the next thing. Like, you may have like done a project or ended a relationship or something like that, and like you want to leave it behind. Like, like you're like, it's like the change is here, the change is coming, it's happening, like you can kind of feel it, but you're also like really worried about like taking that step. Like, you're worried about what lies next. Like, you're worried about if you're even ready to do this. Like, you've run it over your head a bunch of times, but you're like, I don't know, like, am I ready? Should I do this? Yeah, or even just like a certain task. You may not have even completed whatever project it is, but maybe you did like a certain part of it, and you're like, okay, I've tried that, now I want to try this, now I want to implement this, but like, am I ready to do that? Like, I just kind of, was already doing this, and like, am I done with it though? Am I ready to move to this next step? I know that sounds weird and vague, but like, sorry. Yeah, it's like I'm seeing like a business or something where it's like you have some type of services, or like you've created some type of product and it's been like going good and it's fine, you know, whatever, but like you have this inspiration of like the next thing you want to do and you're really freaking excited about it, but you're also like, well, am I ready to do it though? Like, should I wait longer with this thing that I already did? But you're leaving those feelings behind of like questioning yourself. And this card basically is saying, Eight of Wands is saying, you know, your opportunity is here. So yeah, yeah, you're ready. Yeah. And it's really just like a decision making card. You may have like a really not necessarily tough decision to make, but you may need to just snap out of it, make a decision, focus, decide, do it. One of those kind of like big wake up moments where you kind of just like it comes out of nowhere, and kind of like what just happened with me where I've been procrastinating. And then I'm just like, you know what? I gotta get up and I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to. I'm ready. So it's the same thing. Yeah, and it's a very big card for like knowing that like the energy's ripe right now. Like the iron is hot right now. Like, so strike on this. Like, stop questioning. Nope, put that. No, you're not sitting there questioning. Oh, I don't know. What? Maybe I should wait a little. Nope. This card is telling you yes. Decide, focus, and P.S. You better do it now while this shit is hot, because, you know, one, no one's going to do it for you. Sorry, that's what I'm hearing. But two, just because you don't want to let it pass you by. Now, there's always opportunity to do things. It's not like to instill fear in you that like, oh, you're going to miss this opportunity. Decide. It's not that. It's just spirit letting you know that like, if you make this decision now, and spirit suggests that you make this decision now, like, boom, it will like make whatever success you're aiming for with this new idea or thing or relationship, it will make it much more fertile for that opportunity of success if you strike now, because this energy is hot. But it's all you. It's all choice on your part. This is just suggestion from spirit, and not even suggestion, just you know, spirit telling you like this is what it is. So believe in yourself, and yeah, you're leaving behind that mentality of like, oh, should I? Oh, I don't know. Nope, you're striking. Strike it now. Strike it. Ugh, you know, if I do it too much, I will think of snakes. Snakes creep me out. Sorry, snakes. Love ya. Love all animals. They started to creep me out a little bit. That's a fear I'll work through sometime. Maybe I am working through it right now. That's another reason why the door creeps me out when it's open sometimes, because I don't know if a snake's going to wander in, but I'm not going to manifest that. All right, so let's stop talking about it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. All right, okay. You're a little anxious. I get the blue calcite. You're a little anxious and you're a little stuck in your head, but Spirit's like, listen, strike now. You are ready. Like, you better decide, make a decision. Let's go. Shit or get off the pot. I'm sorry to say that. It's true though. It's true. Trust, okay? Big trust. You got this. What are you gonna take with you? In this scenario, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Ace. New beginnings. You're going to drop that mentality. You're going to strike. You're going to focus. You're going to make that decision. And then what are you going to take with you from it? Brand new day. Brand new beginnings. I love this. Air signs had a similar reading with some big decisions need to be made, and then a brand new coming of self. I like that. That's what this Lionsgate portal is really resonating with me, just pattern wise. Like, just a lot of us are just stepping into this new self, this new sense of self, this new opportunity to be a higher version of ourselves. So I love that. But yeah, it's just potential. You know, spiritual and energetic potential. Just if you are a light worker, or you know, do any kind of spiritual work, it's just a really fertile time to just plant those seeds, baby. Plant them seeds. Yeah, you're stepping into this idea of like the world is yours. The world is your oyster. It's your oyster. So yeah, you're leaving all this fear and like I don't should I no, you're leaving that behind. You're gonna take that advice. You're gonna strike. You're gonna go for it. You're gonna ask that person on a date. You're gonna try that new product out. You're gonna make that career change or whatever it is, and you're gonna step into this new light where you it's almost like you walk outside the door. I'm seeing like you step outside the door and it's just like a fairy tale land, like mountains and blue skies and birds and butterflies, and I'm rhyming tonight a lot. And yeah, that's how it feels. You're just like, wow, okay, cool. The world is mine. Like, let's do this. Like, I don't even know where to, like, not like you're confused, but like it's almost like I don't know what to do first. Like, there's so many opportunities. But yeah, and this is also a very clear message. Listen up, water signs, that whatever that new project or new idea or new thing in your life that you're wanting to do or try, or new person that you're wanting to pursue or whatever and try, this is mostly like, a project or something like creative. Whatever that is, it's the right one. So you're thinking of it. Don't question it. Whatever fears you left behind because you were worried about some new thing you wanted to try and you didn't know if you were ready, and then that card was like, hey, yes, you're ready. This is telling you that not only, hey, first of all, thank you for listening to that advice. Secondly, not only are you here with so much potential around you, there's so many opportunities available to you now that you've taken this leap. Just know this is also your message to know that, oh my gosh, I can't word my words right now. Word my words. This is also a message to let you know that this is the right thing that you're doing. Like, it is the right project, the right path. You're doing it. So, yay! Round of applause for you. So that's really cool. Literally, in my notes, it's just Y-E-S. Yes. What's that? Yes. Okay? Oh, you're still thinking about it? Yes. The answer is yes. Gotcha? Gotcha. Yeah, and you gotta start somewhere. You will learn stuff along the way, but it's just time. Just start somewhere. You will learn along the way. You will always, get hit with like, oh, snap, didn't expect that, and you'll have to learn something new. Trial and error kind of stuff. But this card is, to tell you, just start. Just start. Stop it. It's almost like I want to go zip it. Just start. Just do it. You're looking at it, baby. Because I'm still learning my tarot, but I love it so much, and I've been striking my opportunities that I'm just starting somewhere. Am I gonna hit bumps? Yes. Am I gonna embarrass myself sometimes? All the time, my whole life. But am I gonna hold myself back just because I'm scared that I don't have everything perfect? Never. Okay, never. Maybe sometimes I procrastinate like I just did. But now that we're in this energy, baby, hello. All right. Yeah, and I thought this was a very cool way to word the vibe of this card. It's like to know that, you can't just do nothing and receive like everything that, like, you can't just do nothing with all this potential and opportunity around you and expect the result to come. So that's why you just need to start somewhere and figure it out. It's kind of like saying that you've got this spark inside of you, and this card kind of sets it aflame, like makes it into a big flame. And so it's like, sweet, thanks, Ace of Wands. But still, like, you've got to work to keep it lit, right? I don't know if you've ever made a fire. I used to make fires because fire. But I used to have, like, make bonfires outside for myself. And it's hard work tending to a fire, keeping it lit, especially if you don't have, like, wood. You're just kind of, like, finding random bits of wood, like, in your yard or, like, whatever will keep it lit that you can find, like little dried up leaves and things like that. It's really hard to keep a fire lit, actually. So for those of you who don't get that analogy, the point is that, you know, this ignites you. This card is igniting you and getting you like in that space of like just unstoppable, like just everything, the world is your oyster kind of thing. But you've got to still put in the work to be able to keep this fire lit. So don't expect everything to be perfect. So just like you shouldn't expect everything to be perfect before you start, don't expect everything to be perfect just because of the cards in this spread. Know that everything takes work. Yeah, so that's really it. So this is pretty cool, and also this can signify a lot of personal growth and stuff like that too. So if you may be just feeling like you're ready to work on yourself in an area, maybe you're starting an exercise routine again, or some type of, again, like spiritual work or something, some type of personal growth that you're ready to try. Now's the time, and expect the work though. Don't. Spirit wants me to make sure you know to expect the work. There is work, okay? But your water sign, you got this. You a hustler. That's what you do. And some of you may be interested in like learning like stuff from like some kind of classes and things. So keep that blue calcite near to retain all your knowledge that you'll be learning in your new classes, because some of you might be trying to learn a new skill or something. Pretty cool. So we're letting go of the doubt, we're letting go of the fear, we're stepping into something brand new, and it's in sync, it's right, it's perfect, it's right on path. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, my eyes are just sleepy right now. Wow. So it's new, so it could be a little daunting still, but it's divine. Keep that in your mind at all times. Why am I rhyming so much? Is that a thing? I'm gonna have to ask some of my friends. I'm gonna have to ask some of my light working friends if accidental rhyming a whole bunch is like some type of thing. Maybe Spirit's playing a joke on me. I'm not sure. This is crazy. Never rhymed this much on accident. Like, I write lyrics and poetry and stuff like that, so like it's rhyming can come to me if I'm trying to, like if you'd said, hey, rhyme something, I could just start doing it. But when I'm just having a when I'm just having a conversation, I feel as though I never rhyme this much. This is weirding me out. Okay. It's alright. Maybe some of you are poets. Honestly. Maybe some of you are poets. Maybe you're gonna start writing poetry. Very cool. You should. You should. Not just from me, but from Spirit, clearly. This is your time. You should. It cracks me up, if I may interrupt myself again, it cracks me up when I show y'all these cards, because I know they're not like traditional tarot. So if you're not if you don't have a key, or you haven't picked up on how I'm reading these, you're looking like, why is she showing me that? Oh man, things are funny to me lately. Alright, here's another 8 card. Again, like I said, you have 3 8s in this spread, so that's pretty cool to me. Big 8 energy. So what are you going to find? 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is really cool. So by leaping into this new thing, because you finally, bit the bullet and you were like, let's go, let's do it. You know what? I'm going to decide. I'm going to put that doubt and worry behind. We're trying this new thing. What you'll be finding is something that you are really super into. So it could be something that you like, along the lines of something you've already been doing, and then you just realize that, like, by trying it and from starting somewhere and learning and diving into it, you find that, it's going really well and it's bringing a lot of promise, and you want to keep getting better at it. I'm just like staring at my lip because I feel like it's cut or something, but for a lot of you, again, like bringing up like classes or something like legitimately brand new, a lot of you are like gonna be like, dang, I really like this, and you're gonna want to like friggin' master it. So that's pretty cool. So maybe some of y'all are taking certain art classes, or just trying something new completely, like something that's completely different than what you've been doing for however long. And you're going to realize that you really love it and that it does come naturally to you. And why wouldn't it? Because this is basically divine, like, well, not basically, this is divine. This is spirit being like, this is what you're meant to be doing. Like, it's time to do it. Give it a go. But you're going to be seeing that for yourself with your very own eyes. You're going to be like, damn, I'm pretty damn good at this. But then you want to master it. You water sign, you. You're going to want to take that to that next level. So more learning, more researching, more practicing. I love this for you. Some of you may even be stepping into like a new apprenticeship at stuff. Apprenticeship for something. That's how you should talk, probably more better than what I just said. And yeah, at the same time, this card, you know, it's not negative, but again, just like a little tidbit from this card was, there is work though, right? Excuse me. That's why this spread is just so, I thank you, Spirit. This spread is just so clean. I'm telling you, I know it takes me a minute because I'm still learning how to interpret the cards, like on the spot. But I'm telling you, even the air sign spread was just so clean, on point. It was like seamless. Spirit has got me hooked up with these really great messages, and I am so thankful. Same for you guys. So, sorry. You know, another reminder for this card is, again, with that message of there is work to do, though. Keep in mind that this card kind of shows up when, you know, you have to do some repetitive stuff. You're going to have to do some, you know, just some, not mundane work, but it's like, you know, work to master this thing that you're loving, or to continue to fuel this fire of whatever new thing that you're trying. So if it's something new for your business, or if it's just a whole brand new thing altogether that you're wanting to make something of, that you're feeling called to make something of, you know, keeping in mind that you're going to fall into it's going to feel like a cycle where it's like you're just kind of doing the same thing to work at it every day. So maybe you're studying the same way or the same stuff every day, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like, why can't I just be a pro? Why have to study all this every day? But no, you're going to be kind of just grinding. Maybe like for those running a business, entrepreneurs and stuff like this, that this may be pertaining to, like, you're just gonna feel like you're maybe putting like the same promotions out there over and over for this new thing. You're gonna feel like you're kind of just, you're doing what feels right, like you're doing what you're called to do, but at the same time it just feels repetitive. And so there's a part of you that's gonna be like, damn, so repetitive. Like, you know, it's the energy of something new, but just like anything else, like it takes work, and sometimes that work is boring, and sometimes that work is repetitive. But just know in the back of your head at all times, and trust from this card especially, that Spirit is like still, well, that this is still a divine, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it's way too late for me. That this is still part of your true path. This is still what you should be doing, you know, so don't question that, but also just know that, like, this is part of it. This is what has to be done in order to get the results that you're looking for. So whatever that means to you, you guys will know. Oh, I'm dropping cards, I'm sorry. And you know, the more you know, continue to do these repetitive tasks, or keep the studying going, keep the grinding going, keep the hustle going, like you are mastering it with each step. You are mastering it. Even if it starts to feel boring, just know, oh, here's some good imagery for you. I'm a very visual person. If you could have it in your mind of like a sculpture where it might feel mundane, just day in, day out, just chipping and chipping away, but before long, sometimes longer than other times depending on what you're doing, but you know, a masterpiece is made. So just think of when you're in those moments of like the grind where it's just like, okay repetitive, just know that you're chipping away at your own masterpiece, like in a good way, like you're creating it. So you are mastering it each and every moment that you're working on it. So keep that in mind. Yeah, you're going to be really committed, whatever this is. If you haven't started it yet, if you started it, you know what I'm talking about, and keep that commitment going and that hard work. I'm so proud of you. If you haven't started it, yeah, you're going to be really committed. You're going to be hardworking, as you always are, water signs. And, yeah, dedicated, focused, like you're just going to be loving this thing. You're going to be wanting to master it, but again, it's going to get to you a little bit. You're going to end up getting, family members are going to be like, did you eat today? And you're going to be like, I'm working on my thing. Don't forget to eat and drink water. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, another reminder to work on yourself. Treat yourself like that masterpiece as well. So, that's for everyone all the time. Just don't forget to work on yourself, even if the stuff is repetitive. Like, oh man, I gotta I don't know, something you have to do every day, like shower. I gotta shower again, something like that. But just don't forget to work on yourself every day, and know that you're creating a masterpiece out of who you are each day and each moment that you work on yourself. I think that's beautiful, and yeah. And if for some reason there may be one of you who is feeling a vibe of like, well, I don't really know what I want to do. I'm not really actively pursuing any like goals or anything like that. This card and this spread even really so far is truly just saying like, well, maybe it's just time to think about it. Maybe it's a good time to ask yourself, what's something you could learn or make to better yourself or better your situation, your environment, your life in some way. So it's not, especially someone who's struggled with mental health and stuff like that, sometimes our mental health really just gets in the way of setting goals and seeing a future for ourselves. And I've totally been there, and a lot of you are ascending. I'm still in my ascension process. A lot of you are just now waking up, so to speak, and stuff like this. And it can often be really hard to visualize yourself in that next phase of whoever you want to become, to reshape a better life for yourself. But just know that, especially with this card, just know it's kind of giving you a safe space. Spirit's giving you a safe space, giving you a very ripe opportunity to at least start to ask yourself those questions. A lot of you are going to know exactly what it is. You're going to be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to strike while the iron's hot on this one. I got this then. Yeah, thank you, sweet. But some of you are going to be like, well, I don't know. And this is just your signal. This is your message to know. It's cool. It's fine to not know. But perhaps, if you want to take this opportunity, if you'd like to, Spirit suggests that you do. Spirit would like you to. Just, take the time to ask yourself what you can make, what you can do to better yourself or better your life and stuff like that. So it doesn't hurt to ask yourself these questions. It doesn't hurt to just ask. So anyway, I thought that was really sweet. And that's for someone. Mwah. All right, and my candle's falling down. I'm telling you, I'm going to start making my own candles soon because I am running out of candles fast. I burn through those things fast. Aww. Spirit will still be here though when this candle sinks down. Oh, there it goes. I've got a backup flame going, but I burn through these candles. I always have my donation Cash App link stuff in the description and everything. Even if you just wanted to DM me and be like, hey, where can I mail you some candles? I would totally accept free candles. 100%. Like the tall taper candles, the regular size, like tall ones. Literally burn through them like so quickly. Okay, moving forward. That was just a little extra sprinkle of opportunity in there for myself. Okay, it's 2 a.m. and I'm still awake, writing a song. If I get it all down on paper, it's no longer... Okay, I cried to that song the other day, so it's all good. Alright, look at me laughing off uncomfortable things. That's me. Like I said, I've been really doing a lot of shadow work still for myself in my ascension process, so hey, I survive. You've survived, and I've survived all of our bad days this far. Another bad night of feeling hurt and releasing those hurt feelings is not going to stop us. And let me tell you one thing, I felt like a rocket ship afterwards. Like literally something moved within me. So I haven't even touched what the fire sign spread is, so I am dying to see what that is. I don't know if it's something I've already been through or about to go through, but I know what I just went through. A huge energy shift. Huge energy shift. So I'm sure something astrologically went down that I'm not aware of at this moment because I'm still learning. But woo-wee. So, and again, I have a lot of water in my chart, so water signs, it's good. Hang in there. Hang in there. Oh, speaking of hang in there, you've got the Strength card for what energy you will activate. I mean, do I need to explain this any further, right? I'm going to, but do I really need to? You put down your doubt and your fear. You stopped all the questions. You made a decision. You walked into something brand new with just all the opportunities in the world at your feet. Now I'm drawing a blank. Get your notes. Okay, yeah. You fell into this passion, not only passion, but you felt the divinity of this choice. You felt it. You're like, oh my gosh, this is me. This is my thing. So you're mastering it. You're chipping away at that beautiful marble masterpiece sculpture, and you're activating this energy of just so much inner strength. So much strength. The fact that you can overcome any obstacle. You can do anything no matter what the obstacle. Your obstacles were holding you back, and you know what? You overcame them, and now you are just like a little, I want to say Isaac Newton, but there's no hermit card here. But anyway, but yeah, you're balanced, you're persistent, you've got this inner peace, you're just strong, but it's almost like that feminine strength, like, just like that, not queen, but you know what I mean, like, I don't know, it's very Scorpio is what it feels like to me, just very watery in general, when y'all are feeling like you are the boss, because y'all are the boss quite often. It's just that, like, inner calm. But I'm so fucking strong right now. I'm not trying to make a joke out of everything. I'm sorry, Spirit. I'm getting way too comfortable on camera with these readings. That's all it is. I'm so sorry. I'm not, because, like, this is me. This is how I am. I probably shouldn't stop being me, but at the same time, Spirit knows I can take it way too far, and I can make it too funny, and some of y'all aren't here to laugh, and I'm trying to be respectful of that. It's my own mood I'm in right now. I apologize. I'm not trying to make light of anyone's story. It's just, I'm getting way too comfortable. But at the same time, you gotta be you, and I'm gonna be me. That's supposed to be, again, another joke. How far will I go? Okay. Oh, Lord. All right. Yeah, keeping your composure. Very mature strength. Like, that's balanced within. You are, like, winning, obviously. Super winning. With this new thing you're mastering. You're just winning. You're working hard, and it's showing, and you're winning, but you're not, like, gloating or not being cocky about it, which you could be if you wanted to, but you're not. And so you are, like, silently inspiring people and influencing people because it's like they just see you. They just see it on you. You know? It's like when you look at someone, you're like, they're so rich, you can just tell. You know what I mean? They're looking at it, they're like, damn, she's just... I feel like I'm talking to a female right now. But, you know, could be any gender identity, but you know, he is just killing it, just working hard, just got some kind of strong energy about them. They're just getting it lately. Can be very influential to others, so it's pretty cool. A lot of you might be, showing off on social media in your silent, watery, strong ways. Silent, watery, and strong, yet strong ways. I don't know how I want to say that, but social media. People are like, "Ooh, what is she doing? Wow, just killing it lately." That's the truth. Getting so goofy today. Something lighthearted in me. I think Spirit's just happy that I'm here. I mean, always, and I'm happy that I'm here too, but, it's just a shock that I jumped on to do this video, because I was really ready to go to bed, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired of being stagnant. Alright, we're 50 minutes in, and we're only halfway through the spread. I'm gonna speed it up. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm reading my notes. I know. Oh, okay, there we go. So when you're feeling fear, right? You're gonna keep your blue calcite on deck, if you have one, or if you don't have one, you're just gonna visualize it. Blue calcite is with you in your mind. That juicy, soapy blue cloudiness in all its glory is with you. And whenever you feel fear, you're just going to keep doing it anyway. Because these feelings might creep up again. They might start creeping up like, I don't know. Is this right? Am I ready? Am I really ready? I know I'm already doing it, but, am I ready to be doing it? Because, this, that. You're going to face that with the Power of the Strength card, and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm having these feelings, but I'm just going to keep chipping away anyway. Keep doing it. Keep working hard. Because it is paying off, and this is what you're meant to be doing. I repeat, it is paying off, and this is what you're meant to be doing. Just keep chipping away at that marble masterpiece that is your goal. You got that inner strength coming for you. It's going to keep you grounded. It's going to keep you balanced. It's going to keep people's eyes on you in a good way. In a, wow, look at them go. So, you've got the support. You've got what it takes to see this project, goal, or whatever to its end. End step. To its final, to its finishing point. Thank you, Spirit. You've got what it takes. So don't give up. Keep chipping away. That's why Spirit keeps putting it into your head to be trying this, whatever it is that's making you question so much. You're questioning it because you know that you're supposed to be doing it, but you're just scared of if you're ready. But at this point, you've taken the leap. You're doing the work. You're tapping into that inner strength. But that's the thing. That's why it kept popping into your head, because here's this card is to tell us that you were made to finish this. You were made to start this and finish this, and you have every bit of ability to do that. So don't give up. And yeah, it's also of course it's normal, again, just to reiterate that any feelings of fear, you're going to face those feelings of fear, and they're normal to have. So don't stop shaming yourself. I feel like some of you are shaming yourself for being afraid, or feeling guilty, or feeling angry while doing all this hard work. It's normal. It's totally normal. Think about any other job, any other thing you've ever done for someone else, right? This is something you're doing for yourself. Think about any time you've worked for someone else or done something for someone else, and there were days where you were just like, ugh, I don't want to freaking do this, and this, and I'm mad at myself for this, and I'm sad about this, and this, and this, and this, and then it passed, and you survived it, and you got it done anyway, right? This is no different. Instead, this is something that you've really taken to doing. This is something that you've really felt called to do and are meant to be doing. So you should apply those same things when it's something as like divine and like aligned for yourself, like something that's so true for you. I'm trying to find the word. Just, it's something that you're passionate about. It's something that is part of your path. You should still apply those same I kind of want to say circumstances, or no, you should apply those same just things to this. When you start to get down on yourself, when it starts to feel like you're never gonna freaking get it done, just remember, like, this is just like anything you've ever done. You have what it takes to get it done, so get it done. Just because it's something new that you're doing for yourself and you have self-doubts and fears and stuff doesn't mean you can't do it. It just makes it a little bit more scary because it's not something, no offense to anyone, because I've been in the hospitality industry for a long time, but it's not the same as like just whipping up some nachos for somebody and handing them out, and you just feel like that shift of making nachos will never end, but then you do get through it. It's not as scary, or it's much scarier than that, because this isn't just nachos, or maybe it is. Some of you might be, I don't know, maybe you always wanted to be a chef or something, but for some of you, this is like real entrepreneurial type shit, and it is scary. But the thing is you have what it takes to do it. That's why you were called to do it. That's the whole point of you doing this. It's what you're meant to be doing. So keep the hard work. Keep chipping away. Keep every day, even when it's repetitive, because you can do it. You can face the fear and do it anyway. Yeah. Another side note is be conscious of any like animalistic urges that you might have when you may have some of these feelings pop up, like anger and stuff like this. Try not to bite someone's head off, so to speak, like a vicious animal. Instead, try to stay tapped in with that compassion, because it does have a lot of feminine energy in this card. Just try to keep tapped into that compassion, a place of understanding. When someone's bothering you because you're just trying to get something done, but like they just won't. Like maybe your kids are bothering you and you work from home or something. Just try not to bite their heads off. Just try to be like, okay, I'll do that soon. Okay. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm gonna adjust my body. Oh, this chair is not comfortable. And yeah, so you got this. It ain't no question you got this. I mean, honestly, 56 minutes isn't too bad because I did talk a lot in the beginning. So, thank you for watching this far, and I appreciate you, and I just want you to know that, and I'm going to keep going. So I just wanted to throw that in there. So what's going to be coming clear to you, water signs? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. So, yeah, this is the card that makes me go, goop, because air signs spread had the same kind of thing. It was like, yes, 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 big energy, big letting go of stuff, big stepping into new stuff, and then there was that hitter where it was like, oh, air signs, I gotta tell you, you gon' feel some things. But it's nothing to be scared of. But again, it's so intriguing to me that you've got kind of the same, not same, but like a similar dynamic in your reading, water signs. So, Eight of Swords. This is my gulp moment for you guys, and don't be alarmed. But it's just things that are going to become clear to you are things that you may not want to, have not been wanting to accept or address or look. It's not that you're like in denial about anything. It's just you kind of have been just backburnering some of these negative thoughts, and they're going to be coming very clear to you. But it's okay. They have to, because you need to. I'm so sorry, because you need to release them. And again, so strange, not strange, but so similar. I just went through something very similar, so maybe all the water in my chart is just getting me. but also I don't know what the fire sign spread looks like, so could have something similar in there too. But anyway, yeah, it's just, you're gonna be noticing, how you kind of have been making yourself feel trapped. Like, with all this new stuff going on, like this, with all this new passion coming into your life, and work that you're starting to do, that you've been called to do for a while, and it's all new and it's amazing, and you know, you're getting prepared to see like the fruits of your labor really come to fruition. You know, within all of that, like, especially this card after the strength card, you know, this is your reminder that you can keep going. When you get these fears and things coming back, you can keep going. Like, you're made for this. This is basically saying, like, when those fears and things start coming up, what you're going to notice is almost like, you're almost going to want to be like, psh, 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 to yourself in a way. It's going to also hurt and I feel sadness coming about at the same time, but it's going to be like a wake-up call. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I was trying to think of. I cannot formulate some words right now, but it's kind of be like a wake-up call for you, where you're like, damn, I have really been holding myself back, because, you know, you've been doing all this hard work, and you know, you're beginning to feel like in your zone. My cats are so funny. What are you guys doing? Why are you sleeping like that? You're so silly. Quick picture of the cat, because I hate saying the cat, but it's just, you guys don't know my cat's names, so. Quick picture of E.T. I guess I could start teaching you guys their names. Such a sweetie. Anyway, you know, you're getting there. You're getting into that place of like, hey, I'm doing this, you know. Cool. All right, yeah. Like, I'm getting this done. But like at the same time, you're realizing like, damn, like I could have done this like a while ago. Really, you're gonna be realizing like, damn, like I really do like restrict myself sometimes. Like, I tell myself I'm so restricted. You're gonna believe, or you're gonna realize that you've been believing like that you're limited, and that like you know, all this time you just felt like there was no way to do what it is you're doing now, but here you are doing it. So I mean, it's not really too much of like a to the gut message, but I mean, this card can have a lot to do with victim mentality. So I just feel like a lot of you are going to be realizing like, oh gosh, you know, and everything we go through is necessary, so it's no shame on that. You don't shame and guilt yourself for having victim mentality for however long, or keeping yourself limited for however long. You went through all that for a reason. There's no shame in that. Don't ever feel guilty about that. But this is just your card this is just a card that's bringing you that clarity about what you were kind of going through, what you were kind of doing to yourself. And it's only to teach you going forward that maybe you can kind of remember this moment in the future. If you start to fall back into those bad habits, you can be like, oh, but you know, I did this before, and I remember now, and I'm going to work a little bit harder, a little bit differently on how to keep myself from falling into that same space that I was just in. But everything we go through is necessary, to whatever extent. So, but yeah, so you could be starting to create new negative patterns. You know, if you're not trusting in this strength that you absolutely do have in you, remember to trust it. You know, the strength is within you, but if you don't believe it, then you gotta believe, like Santa Claus. But anyway, yeah, you may be either starting new negative cycles because you're not tapping into your inner strength that you so definitely have, or again, this is just you coming clear on, damn, I put myself in this negative cycle, I put myself in this, I've been doing this for years, like, why did I do it to myself? But it's okay, don't beat yourself up about it. Come to yourself with compassion, you know? Don't get angry about it, don't get abusive to yourself about it. Just be like, it's just coming clear, like, you just got to see it. It's kind of like, you know, I don't want to say this, but, you know, smelling your own poopy. You just, in this situation, you have to. You're going to be like, damn, I really did that to myself. But it's all good. We all do stuff like this. And this is all part of your learning. This is part of your learning and your timeline here. And, yeah, it's just reminding you to try to replace your negative thoughts with positive thoughts. But wouldn't, if only it was that easy. I know a lot of you are like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. But it's just a reminder. And, just to remember that there is a way out of this cycle. And again, I don't even think that this is telling you, like, that you need to get out of cycle. I think that by this point in this particular situation, you're already out of your cycle. You're just realizing how far in you are into it, because you've been chipping your way out of this cycle because you jumped into something new, and it's like you're just like, damn, this is like my passion, like this is what I want to do. I'm gonna work hard at this. So I feel like you're already out of your negative cycles, but this is just helping you be more aware of them so you don't fall back into this place of like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to do the things I want to do. So just keep trusting. Again, be aware of victim mentality. Always find gratitude. Always find grounding. Visualize your blue calcite if you need to. Take some anxiety off of yourself. Things like this. And yeah, you're not powerless. You are not powerless. Intuition. Come to this crystal, visualize this crystal when you need help for your intuition. This card is helping you see, just how kind of stuck in a negative cycle you've kind of let yourself be for however long. And if that creates fear of like falling back into that, visualize this crystal, or if you have this crystal on hand, or if you have the resources to find one and purchase one, ethically, hopefully, then yeah, let it help you and keep you grounded and keep you in a more optimistic light. I know sometimes we can get real negative, especially during times of change, but it's all good. And just know it's all normal to feel what you're feeling. But you are made to do this, okay? So do not give up. And don't be offended by your own self when you become aware of your negative cycles. It's all good. Learn from it though, right? And use this crystal to help you retain your knowledge as well. So, alrighty. Big messages here. Okay, so how will this change you? Ooh, I can already think of some ways by what we've just learned, but what's the card? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. First, when I saw this card, I was like, interesting. What? What? How is this going to change them? How is this changing water signs? This is really just an opportunity for you to reassess and realize and maybe organize certain plans and things like that that have to do with anything to do with like money. So, you may have been at this place, right, where you're like, I don't know if I want to try that new thing because XYZ. But going into it, it felt like such a good brand new opportunity, and you were ready to kind of just like take that step, right? Take that leap and just do it. Initially, you may have like really thought about like, well, damn, like I'm feeling big vibes of like maybe you like started, like you had a job. I'm thinking career-wise is what I'm feeling. So you had a job, and then this new thing was like something that you were scared to try because you didn't want it to take away from, your job that you're comfortable with, or you didn't want to like try something brand new because you had a fear of money or something like that. Something to do with like being afraid of like the money aspect of it. Maybe it's costly to buy the materials of whatever new hobby you're trying, or maybe it's like maybe it's a product in your business and you just didn't know if you would lose money by trying it out. And even during all this hard work, you may be sinking back into those fears, like, is this gonna freaking work out? Oh, interesting, that is for one of you. And then you're coming to realize, like, what negative cycles you put yourself in, because you get yourself all tore up in these fears, like, you limit yourself, like, I can't do this, I can't do that, this isn't gonna work. I see, thank you, Spirit. Okay, interesting. And so this card is for you. You know who you are. Could be more than one, could be two or three, but for you, this is really saying, like, to remember, like, what is it that you want? All these fears and things about this not making enough money, or this not profiting you in the long run, or whatever, in some way, even in the short term, this card is reminding you how you will be changed by this process, probably mostly by this opportunity right here, where you are facing your own negative cycles and things that you've put yourself through. You know, you're going to be changed in the way that makes you see, like, damn, I was just worried because, because my mom has a fear of me not, like, making enough money in this way, or, like, because my spouse is always picking on me about money, or, something. You're going to realize that, like, it's like you weren't paying attention to what do you even want? You know what I mean? All this fear about money and success from what you're doing, you forgot to take into consideration what you consider to be success, and what you consider to be rich, what you consider to be a good life. You know what I mean? You might be like, initially you might have started your business, or started this part of your business, or whatever you're doing, this hobby, thinking like, damn, I'm gonna get rich, and I'm gonna be able to buy those shoes and put them on Instagram, and da-da-da-da. I know it's like a really basic example, but, like, use that to whatever context fits for you. But now you're realizing, like, I just want to do this because I love it. And honestly, even if it just makes me, like, minimum wage to do it, or even if it just puts an extra, $100 in my pocket a week, or a month, or whatever it is, money shmoney, basically. This just makes me happy, and this is what I want to do. And I don't know if this is, like, a full-time career for all of you. This could be just, like, something that you're just starting, and you just want to see how it goes, and you're just trying to master it and see where it takes you. But what's really going to change within for you in this timeline is, like, you're going to realize, like, what kind of lifestyle you really want to live. Like, maybe you've put so much pressure on yourself to be, to see yourself a certain way, to see yourself live a certain way, to strive to reach a certain idealistic, future self that you've been kind of, like, building in your mind based off what other people think is success and what other people think is rich. Oh, I'm running out of breath. Oh my goodness, this chair is... Sorry, it's not the worst. I won't say it's the worst, but it is uncomfortable for my butt. But anyway, yeah, you're going to really remember, or some of you are just going to finally take time to see what it is that you think is, like, would be your best situation, your best life, like, for the long term, like, moving forward, like, what to you is riches, what to you is success, because a lot of us, we get so caught up in buying things that other people think are cool that we forget, like, we don't even really care about that. You know what I mean? Like, some of you might just be like, you know what, I just want to live, like, in, like, a renovated, like, van on, like, some property. Like, I don't even really want this house, like, just big, super big changes internally. And I think that's amazing. It's bringing you closer to who you really, really are. And that's really important. I mean, that's really what life is all about, is to shed everything that others have made you to be, or that you've believed, others telling you who you are, and peel those away, and boom, 1333 on the clock. Become you, become your purest, truest self. And 1333 breaks down to an 11 angel number. So I love it. Yeah, even just other commitments. Like some of you may be like getting prepared to like major in something with school coming up, because I know classes are starting soon, and now that you've tried this new hobby, you're like, well shit, like why was I really even gonna go to school for this other thing? Like I really love this, like I feel called to do this, and you are. And then now you're just like, well shit, I was doing that for someone else, I don't want to do that. And that's so important. Sometimes those are the biggest, that's like one of the biggest things you can come to realize, is when you're doing things for other people, which doing things for other people is great, but when you're living from a place that's to please others, it's not authentic to yourself, and we can't live that way. There's compromise all the time in life, but you can't base your life in your own timeline off of what you think will make others happy. I'll tell you, one, because you're ultimately going to become unhappy, whether it's now or 10 years, 20 years from now. But two, you cannot, there are always going to be people in the world that you will never be able to make fully happy. And to be honest, just about everyone that you love, and this is not to be pessimistic, you can't give them the happiness that you want to give them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you make them happy, but you may think like, well, if I do this, then at least my mom can sleep at night knowing that I'm a medical student. That kind of thing, as much as you think that will be helping her, so therefore it'll make your life better, one, it's not going to make your life better. You're going to be just irritable, probably resentful at some point down the road, but if it's not your passion and not what you want to do and not your choice. But two, people in that way, who feel the need to live their happiness through other people, they're never truly happy with that anyway. Because if it's not that thing that you're doing, it's going to be something else. So what I've always had to learn in my process here in this human experience, here in this journey that I'm on, is that it's no matter what you do, someone's not going to like you, someone's not going to be happy that you're doing it, but what matters most is that you're happy that you're doing it, and of course that you're not hurting yourself or hurting someone else, like in a serious way, like physically or whatever. So yeah, that's very big for you water signs. So you're really going to be realizing like, damn, maybe I don't even want to like get married, or maybe I don't even want to like have a kid right now. Like, I want to do what I want to do. Like, I don't have to live for someone else. Maybe I don't even want this cushy job that I have. Maybe I want to just go balls to the wall and be an entrepreneur or whatever. I love this for you. I'm all about being balls to the wall, but I like this. It's very, very, very cool. To find your self-worth and security in yourself. That is the most valuable thing you can have, is feeling secure in yourself and feeling secure with who you are and what you're doing. And, you know, we're always going to have anxieties, and we're always going to be like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. I think I want to change it up. It's always going to be times like that. But security and knowing that you get to choose how you live this one and only precious life. You understand? It's a gift. Don't you forget that. Don't you let Susie Q run how you live your life. Live your life. And it does get hard. Sometimes people are removed from our life in a way because they won't accept how we truly want to live, or how we truly feel called to experience our lives. But that's neither here nor there, because your tribe is out there, and you will find them, and they will find you, either or. And like, you are just amazing, and you got this, and you were made for this. You were made for this. You're strong, inner strength. You could tame a wild lion, tiger, whatever's in the imagery of that card. I can't remember. All right, here we go. Last two cards. How will this benefit you? How will all this benefit you? I can think of a couple ways already. But the card says 6 of Wands. Yeah, this is going to benefit you. Again, you're going to just be successful. Your success is coming. You're working hard to get it. You took the chance. You're working hard to get it. You're keeping your inner strength so you can stay on that path of, it's a little repetitive sometimes, but just like that chipping away work, you're just putting in the work. You're going to redefine for yourself what you think is success, and therefore you're going to step right into it. Now that you know what success means to you, now that you know what it is that you're wanting for yourself and your future, boom, it's yours. It's yours. You see it more clearly now, and therefore you walk right into it. When we don't see things clearly, when we are seeing things from a perspective of, something not authentic, we seem to not be able to reach that place of success, right? We're like, man, if only I was as cool as so-and-so because they have this and that would make another person think I'm cool. Something inauthentic, It's almost like we just can never reach that goal. We can just never be cool enough. But once you redefine what you think is cool, what you think is a great life, what you think is a job well done, what you think success and riches are, it comes to you effortlessly. Ooh, I love that for you. Oh my gosh. Wow, water signs. Yeah, just success. People will recognize it. People are going to be like, damn, like, wow. And, again, I want to say real, recognize real. Maybe some of you like that phrase. I know it's a little corny sometimes, but it's true. Like, the more that you're yourself, you're going to attract the people that you are wanting to impress in a way. Never feel like you have to change yourself to impress others. When you're just you, people pick up on that. People can see someone being authentic. People can just see it and feel it. And in my opinion, that's the type of recognition that you want. You want recognition for being you. You don't want recognition for being fake. You know what I mean? Because then you just have to put on this facade forever in order to feel validation from others. But all this hard work, this kind of shadow work that you just kind of went through to figure out what you really want and what you really think is successful, like, there you go. That makes you unstoppable. Because now you're secure in yourself, and now people are recognizing, like, damn, I like admire them because they are just doing their thing and they're clearly successful, and it inspires others. That's why it's so important to do your part. Do what you're called to do. Do what your due diligence is, so to speak, in the collective, as far as like what your life path is and what you're guided to do when you're guided to do it, because it inspires others almost instantly when they see you, because they're just like, damn, like, I can be myself and be successful too. And that's beautiful. Yeah, you harnessed your strengths, and the outcome is just positive as ever. It's amazing. There were so many challenges, but you overcame them because you concentrated your energies on what you wanted, not what someone else wanted. You may even be receiving some type of awards or some type of like physical thing for your success, maybe like some type of bonus or some type of lump sum of money, some type of reward for all that hard work and all that dedication that you just put in to this. And like I said, attention boost from others. This is a really great time to just put yourself out there, be proud of yourself, be openly proud of yourself. Reaching this level of success after all that hard work, like if you feel the urge to put a post and say, hey, I did all this, I went through this, and I figured this out, and now I'm here. Like, look at me go. Like, this is a great time for that. Again, not just to toot your own horn, which you should toot your own horn because you've been killing it, and this is amazing what you've turned out of this whole situation. But you really should toot your own horn and share that story somewhere, somehow, because it is going to be inspiring to someone else. I'm telling you right now, it is going to be inspiring to someone else. That is a direct message for you watching this right now. It is going to be inspiring for someone else. So please, please share your story. Even if you feel like you're just gassing yourself up, it doesn't matter. Just do it. And who cares if you gas yourself up? You deserve it. yeah, everybody's just like your cheerleader at this point because they're seeing you just shine and ascend, and you've just accomplished so much up at this point. And yeah, Spirit hopes that you won't not trust them again, is what I'm hearing. Like, see, we told you. Yeah, don't feel guilty. Be proud. It's a milestone. That's a big kicker for this card, though. It's a milestone. You reach the end of whatever this goal was, and it's a milestone. Don't forget that there's more work ahead always. But take this time to be proud of yourself. There are going to be more challenges. You know, everything's not fixed overnight. You may have to go through this again. You may have to go through this shedding process again. You may fall back into, fuck. Like, I'm doing this for so-and-so. Like, I gotta remember what I want. Journal, write affirmations, literally put your moral code on a piece of paper in front of yourself. I have mine in my phone. I have to update it sometimes. Just because I might project someone else's beliefs and stuff onto my own that maybe aren't completely authentic with myself. But anyway, you know, there are going to be more challenges, but again, like Spirit just said, and what I'm hearing again is like, hopefully you'll trust us next time. Hopefully you'll trust. So your guides are just like, once you go through this and you reach this success, just know it ain't over. You're going to still have moments like this, and you're going to still have, you know, other milestones to hit, other things on your journey. It ain't over yet, baby. It keeps going and going. But hopefully you'll trust a little bit more each time that you have to go through these things, because you trusted Spirit here, and look where it got you. Just beautimous. So always trust. And not just Spirit, but the humans that support you. They have your back 100%. Don't forget that. Do not forget that. Even if they don't say it to your face every day, because people aren't going to say that every day. People aren't going to DM you and be like, just so you know, I have your back 100%. Just know people who are supportive of you, and you know who they are, they really have your back. So don't ever feel like everyone behind you is just waiting for you to fail. Because I know often it can feel that way when we get in our heads in this space. But you will continue to remember what is important to you, and you will succeed. So the last final card is the special message from Sirius. It is the Knight of Pentacles. Sirius just wants you to know that, like, it's a little bit of a sobering message, but I feel like it's like almost like a Capricorn energy is what I feel from this card. But Sirius, is just for you water signs, wants you to know that, you know, you can dream big and things like this, but a big lesson, a big enlightenment from this timeline, among a bunch of other things, of course, from this reading, is that hard work and devotion and dedication is what really makes dreams. So, you know, to remember, like, sometimes you might have to get into like a mundane routine and chip away, you know, every day, at the same times, or like doing the same things every day, study the same things to master whatever it is, or, you know, practicing the same things you're practicing, or promoting your business the same way you've been trying to do, or things like that. Sometimes it feels like a mundane routine, but this is what really makes dreams come true, is this uncomfortable, like, kind of boring stuff. And for me as a Sagittarius is like, ooh, just like, it's probably a lot easier for you water signs to handle than myself, because woo, I get really bored very easily. So I'm going to try to take this message to my heart as well, because I need this lesson, to be honest with you. But yeah, just be consistent, and your dreams will become reality. That's basically what this card is saying. Like, dreams and ideals are are amazing and they are for you, and this is literally what you're meant to be doing, but just know that it's the hard work that really gets you there. It's the hard work, and there are going to be obstacles, but you got this. Planning, sticking to a schedule, the things I'm terrible at personally. Just kidding, not to say anything negative about myself. I'm just a spontaneous little one, though. But anyway, yeah. Start somewhere. That's really what this one is saying. Just start. Oh, am I getting my cards mixed up? I'll hold them both up. Start somewhere. One foot in front of the other. You got this. One foot in front of the other. Oh, my little candle's burning out. It's all good. We're at the end. Go with the flow of things, and again, just stick to what you're doing, and like, you're gonna reach this point. This point comes from hard work. Your dreams and everything come true with hard work every time. So be methodical, be relentless with your focus, be meticulous in the way that you go about things, like your decisions with whatever it is that you're doing. Detail oriented. Just put the work in, even if it's very tedious. You personally, you do not leave things half done, so you're not going to start now. You will complete this. You are going to follow through. And it's just that daily grind that might get to you. It might put you in a place of irritability or something, but just tap into that inner strength, that inner balance that you have, and just get through it. Shadow moments and obstacles will appear, but you're going to get through them. Just stay aligned with what your truth is. That's really the big message here, is you can keep staying aligned with what your truth is, and keep trusting that this is what you're meant to be doing, and keep trusting that spirit would not guide you here if this wasn't what you were meant to be doing. I mean, that's really what's going to bring you here, along with that hard work. But yeah, Sirius. A moth was dancing towards me. Sirius also showed us this card for you. To kind of say, like, it's going to be your responsibility to kind of get this done if you want to reach this successful point. And so you might have to do this mundane work, but don't be doing it. You might have to do it with, kind of swallow your pride in a way. Kind of just like shut up and do it, I guess. Like, I don't want to say it like that, but that's what it's kind of saying. Like, you really got to put the work in. You just really got to put the work in, and you can't be grumpy about it. You just got to do it. And if you do feel grumpy again, you'll just find that inner strength, come from a place of compassion and balance, and you'll get through it. Like, if part of your job is customer service and you've just had a really hard day of doing the same mundane thing every day, maybe you're taking orders and people are asking for the same type of order every time, and they've got the same complaints or questions or concerns. You might be tired of hearing it, but hey, keep chipping away and just come with compassion and just, okay, we're gonna get through this. And that's what's gonna make you really successful, and you're on the right track with it regardless, but you've got to keep putting the work in. Routines are helpful for you here, and Sirius is like, it's probably not super exciting to do all this work, but it's gonna be exciting when you get here, when you get that milestone, and you're gonna be like, damn, look at all of that I just did, look at this. Even when you're tired and you want to quit, the Knight of Pentacles invites you to keep at it, and you will eventually get this success. So I think that's a very strong message. So don't quit. The Knight of Pentacles has got your back, baby. All right, 13333 on the clock. I think that wraps it up for me here. I was ambitious in the beginning. I thought I'm gonna do Earth and Fire all tonight, 13344. But hooey, time for me to get some rest. So I love you, water signs. I'm so happy for you. I don't know what it is you guys are getting done here, but it sounds very fun, very new, very promising. It's got all my cylinders firing off, if I was a car, I guess. Just making me feel like, ooh. But yeah, just watch out for the veils to be pulled back as far as what kind of negative cycles you've been putting yourself through. And I cannot stress this enough, align yourself, get yourself in tune with what is successful to you, what is important to you, what is being rich, being a happy life, being a successful life to you. And that's what's really a big key in reaching this success. The hard work as well. Sirius is like the hard work, gotta put the hard work in. But if you're asking for me as a reader, this, I don't know, it touched me. My spirit guides are saying, hey, really tap into this, and that makes all the difference. So much love, and I'll see you all soon. I hope you enjoyed this, and I appreciate you for watching so much, and yeah, love freely.